Welcome to the Intentional Awakening Podcast with your hosts, Kathy Gruver and Terrie Huberman.
Well, hello there, and welcome to the Intentional Awakening Podcast. I'm Terrie Huberman.
And I'm your co-host, Kathy Gruver, and we will start this episode, as we do every episode, with an angel card. I have chosen, it is inspiration.
Ooh.
And I love the way this is phrased. Create margins in your life for intuitive promptings.
Ooh.
Go beyond the daily noise and connect with the source that nourishes all life. Should we talk about inspiration today?
I mean, we can. We definitely can.
Let's talk about inspiration.
Yeah,
because
let's talk about inspiration.
I don't think we hear much about inspiration anymore,
No.
right? I mean, that used to be a subject that was pretty widely talked about. So Terrie, where do you find inspiration?
It's interesting. I don't know if I find it or it finds me. And I don't know, and I also don't know what's right or wrong in terms of getting inspiration. The way I would kind of, maybe if we start here, like I would define inspiration as a spark that kind of goes off within me. And all of a sudden, I'm like, ooh, and it can be anything, right? It could be like cookies, right? I'm just like, okay, so now I'm inspired about cookies, and I don't know where that came from. I don't know why, but I feel maybe an attachment now to cookies. Like, so it's the spark that ignites a connection, I guess, for me. So a lot of times for me, I think it's not something I look for. I think it's something that I receive.
Yeah, I would agree with that. People joke about inspiration comes in the shower, when you're sitting on the toilet, when you're driving, these times where you're not looking for it, right? It just sort of come to you.
Yeah.
And I think science and neurologists and spiritualists, we've debated for years, where does inspiration come from?
Sure.
Because you can't open up the brain and be like, oh, there's the inspiration spot,
Yeah.
It's interesting that inspiration popped up. My husband is a personal trainer and works in the circus field as well. And he started going back to every week he asks his class a question. And the question he asked everybody last week was, who has inspired you? Who has been an inspiration to you? And I really sat with that and I'm like, I don't know. I mean, like, I can't pinpoint, oh, so-and-so inspired me. People influenced me and people supported me.
Sure.
Don't know that anybody inspired me. I had two older clients, Dorothy and Alice. Dorothy died at 96. Alice died at 105. They are inspirations to me in how to live a life, right? They didn't take anything for granted. They lived fully and deeply in two very diverse ways. One was very sort of traditional, one husband for 60, 75 years, something like that. The other one fooled around and wondered where her G-spot was and did a striptease at her own 90th birthday. And I mean, like, they're just two very different types of women, but they were both so inspiring to me because they lived fully and deeply without apology. So I think people can inspire us. I think events can inspire us. But that spark of inspiration, you're right. I think we receive it. I don't think we can look for it.
Well, I mean, if we're going to subscribe to the notion that everything is energy, it's energy influencing energy. If we just go back to the basic science, right? So there's an energetic frequency of something, whatever it is. Let's say cookies, right? So a cookie has a certain energetic frequency, and I'm just trying to make this easy and digestible.
Oh yeah. There.
Trying to bite size this. Heyo.
Sweet.
I think that because of the nature of energy, of the influence and entrainment, where energy can absorb also, right? There's the tuning fork theory. Have you heard of that? Right? So it's it's an influence. So I do think inspiration is an influence or a level energetically of influence. So one energetic frequency or wave is affecting your electromagnetic field,
Yep.
and so it is being dropped down into your field on some level.
Yeah.
So, in order to embody it, meaning feel it in the body, like feel the inspiration, it energy moves top down. So, at first, it's very high vibration. So, it's not even in the realm of your knowing yet because it goes mental, emotional, and then physical. So, it has to drop
Mm.
down. So, it's actually maybe inspiration, well, inspiration could very well be on its way to us. And then when it hits us, it's just at that frequency where we can receive it and we're
Yeah.
matching it.
Yep.
So that's how we know we're getting it, I guess.
And it's so fascinating because it seems to come out of nowhere, right? You're sitting there and one day you're like,
Yeah,
oh my God, I know what I'm going to do. Well, where the hell did
yeah,
that come from? I mean, you
yeah,
just told me where it came from, but it's like, it's fascinating to me. And it's that it comes when you least expected thing,
yeah,
you know, you decide to stop having okay, I'm going to stop trying to have kids. And then you end up pregnant. I'm
yeah,
not going to look for a partner. And then he shows up. I'm going to not look for a job. And someone contacts you and goes, hey, I thought you'd be good for this opportunity.
yeah,
So it seems like the trying actually backfires a little bit.
yeah. Well, I think it's actually, if you think about it, it's a reflection of how your nervous system, if we're going to make it a human perspective, how your nervous system is operating.
Yeah.
Because if your nervous system is frazzled, it's going to be in fight or flight mode, which is all about survival, which is do, 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 instead of be, 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 which is where reception happens.
Right.
Receiving happens in the not the right? Well, it depends what you're receiving in the Let me rephrase that. But I'm just,
Such a great.
I mean,
We want
at
the
least,
not the
you know. So I think that's probably like if we want to look at the mechanics of it from a very human material physical 3D world thing, it's can your nervous system accept it? Can you
Yeah.
receive it? That's why meditation, that's why
Mm.
breath work, that's why somatic work is so important
Yep.
because it communicates with the nervous system.
Yep.
And again, we can't bypass the human. A lot of us want to. I want to every single moment. I will
Yeah.
admit it all the time. I'm like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. This is hard. It's hard to be a human. Blah, 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 blah. Right? But there's no way around it. We have to go through it.
Yep. Here's what, as you were talking, what just came to me is where this is why we don't talk about inspiration anymore. When the hell do we have time for inspiration? We're
Well,
on our
yeah.
phones and we're on social media and we're scrolling. There's no space for stillness
Yeah.
and silence and presence, right? What did we used to do if we were stuck in line someplace? We'd either go introspective and think about things, or we'd
Mm,
turn to our neighbor and go, do you believe this freaking post office line anymore? First of all,
yeah.
who goes in a bank or a post office anymore? We do everything online. But it's like we're so blocked off to interaction with other humans
Yeah.
because what's the first thing we do? Oh, what's happening on TikTok? What's happening on,
Yeah.
we don't give ourselves the space to be bored.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there was a great thing on YouTube talking about boredom and how kids today are not bored
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you can forever pick up your phone and there's something to do. And it's
Yeah.
through that boredom that we come up with the creative ideas, that we make play, that we, get those sparks of inspiration. If everything is constantly busy,
Yeah.
when do we have that time for that spark? So give yourself space to actually experience stillness, not just in formal meditation, but just in daily life.
And I think that's the reason why the weird stuff happens when you're taking a shower or you're going on a long drive. When I
Mm.
first when my mediumistic skills came online, it was always in the shower. Well, there were two things. It was in the shower and when I was driving to and from work
Yep.
because I was distracted from myself. So I was outside of myself. Right. And I had to learn and realize, wait a second, I can control this.
Mm.
Right. Because it can be really scary when it feels like it's happening to you.
Yeah.
But then once you understand, well, what's allowing this to happen, then you can work with it. You can shut it down or open it up. So
Yeah.
that actually gives you a sense of control. But the reason why you're getting inspiration, I do believe there's a godly factor to it, though, because we do have soul contracts.
Yeah,
You
which
know,
go
so
back
we're
and
gonna
watch that one.
go
That was
back, you know,
episode Soul Contracts. I have it right here.
28 or
28.
something.
It was
Yeah.
28.
So, you know, it's like we've got the soul contracts and we do have past life residual energies. So that could already be there, but again, it's at a higher frequency and it has to drop down into
Yeah.
the physical realm. So when our human allows for receptivity of energy, it's going to come in, whether it's through psychism, shamanism, you know, inspiration, whatever.
Yep.
It's still there's a source that I believe there's a source that created all of that.
Sure.
What that source is up to you. But so so it's this like constant funnel that we have access to, but we have to give ourselves permission to access it, if that
Yep.
makes sense.
Yep.
So
You can sit there in
inspiration.
you can sit there in your living room all day and go, oh, I wish I had milk. Why don't I have any milk? Why can't I get the milk? Get up and get the fucking milk. It's in
Get
the
up
fridge.
and get the milk. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're waiting for something.
Yeah.
And taking action can actually, I believe, jumpstart the inspiration in a way.
Well, that's what intention is all about.
Oh.
You can't create anything without intention and action.
Well, so you have to have action too. I mean, I can intend to write a book and I can stare at my computer, type, make the fingers go, you know, even if it's wrong, even if you never,
even if it's wrong,
you have to start writing. I don't know if you've ever, it's sidebar. I don't know if you've ever done Artist Way.
No, I haven't.
There was just somebody talking about Artist Way on some YouTube video we were watching, and I turned to my husband and I said, oh my God, I used to do this all the time. And you take yourself on artist dates, but you would do these morning pages where you would wake up every morning and before you left bed, you had to write 3 journal pages.
Jeez. Okay. That's
on whatever, a dream you had, gibberish, like just write something. And when you got to the bottom of page 3, you had to stop.
Even if you were mid
sentence, mid thought, you just stopped. And it's like, I had pulled that book out several months ago and I'm like, I think I want to revisit this. So I think I might start it again. It was really
nice.
Good. And through that 3 pages of writing, what inspiration comes?
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
So yay, I love this. Okay. I am Kathy Gruver. I can be reached at kathygruver.coach.
And I'm Terrie Huberman. You can find me at terriehuberman.com. Thank you for joining us here on the Intentional Awakening podcast. See you soon.
Yeah.